You know, the irony of our country, my country, your country, is that what could have been the bedrock of our industrial development, the Ajaokuta Iron and Steel Complex in Kogi, is wasting away. To change the narrative and breathe a new life into the moribund project, Chairman of the Senate Committee on Aviation and Senator representing Kogi West, Smart Adeyemi, has asked the federal government to hand over the complex to the Kogi State Government, if it cannot revive it, that is. Now, the senator, who lamented inability of the federal government to complete the project, said the abandoned Ajaokuta Steel Complex has the potential of providing employment for more than 50,000 Nigerians if resuscitated. Wale, that's again a tall order, well, if not a taller one.
I think the statement by Senator Adeyemi has one good thing. It has brought back the debate about Ajaokuta into national consciousness. And he's trying to tell us that we need to look back at this monumental company that lay in waste. First conceived as far back as 1958, by the federal government, and then it didn't take off until around 73 when they signed agreement with a Russian company. And then in 1979 it was launched. And we are talking of over 40 years. And this company is the bedrock of industrialization of any country. We are talking about automobiles, we are talking of ships, we are talking of the industrial complex. This is what can make Nigeria to actually, become a giant in terms of industrial enterprise.
Deposits, still
deposits. Yeah, we have deposits. We have iron ore.
Yeah.
So it's a major industry that should look up to employing about 50,000 workers that sits on 59,000 acres. You can imagine how big it is. So I think the statement is saying that they should hand it over to Kogi State Government. Yeah. It's more complex than that. But at least one good thing about it is that it has brought back this debate that what is the government going to do about this complex that has been lying in waste for over 40 years. Various governments have come, they can't provide a solution. In fact, out of about, as of 1994, I think about 98%, almost 98% completed. But you see, things have gone too bad. Most of the equipment installed years back, they are no longer relevant in the steel complex industry all over the world. And of course, government is putting down a lot of money into this complex. Nothing is coming out of it.
So, Wale, do you remember? I'm wondering if it has any link with the Delta Steel Complex.
Yeah, we have the steel factory in Oshogbo. We have one in Alaja. Then the one in Jos. They are supposed to, work together. Interrelate. Okay. But unfortunately, nothing seems to be working now. So, but I think what he has done is to raise the issue again, and I hope we can look back at this industry. Maybe the Russians need to come back. Maybe we need to privatize it. But I'm not sure Kogi State Government, given the monumental resources that is needed to revive it, I don't think Kogi State Government alone can handle such a complex.
And besides, it becomes a distraction.
It's a federal government asset. It can't just be given to a state like that.
When you recall that the state governor is trying to run for the presidency.
Yeah.
Okay, Jide is confirm or dismiss. I hear workers of Ajaokuta are still being paid.
I don't know whether that is true.
And workers have not been known to have been sacked.
Well, again, that I cannot confirm, but it may be true because when I went there in July last year, I saw workers at the admin section. The other sections where you have those giant equipment, I've never seen a company as big as that. I've never been to a company as big as the Ajaokuta Steel Complex. Massive place. And you see now huge buildings already covered by weeds.
By choice, so.
Because we've chosen to neglect it. The day the Kogi State Governor went there, he burst into tears. He couldn't hold back his tears. And you know, the whole place used to be so well organized, good network of roads within the complex. You see some big buildings linked to one another, like a conveyor belt, kind of.
Yeah.
But what do you see? Everything overtaken
I
by
think a real line,
weight.
there's a real network.
Yes,
that links
it was
this.
designed, yes, to accommodate that so that they can move
Finished products and so on.
yes. So it's terrible what we do to ourselves. But I also do not believe that a state, maybe if you handed it over to a state like Lagos, that thinks that in a few years its budget will be in the realm of 3 trillion. Maybe a state like Lagos can revive it.
Yeah.
But Kogi is not among the richest states in Nigeria. Their monthly distributable revenue from FAC is in the region of 4 billion. So how do you handle such a big
With so many liabilities.
of course, the staff quarters by the side of the road as you are heading, as you are getting into Ajaokuta, you see what used to be their staff quarters, you know, story buildings already in a state of complete decay, just like what you have in the complex itself. So I suspect that some people are still being paid, because in that admin area I saw people going in and out. You know, if you were to just look at the admin area, you will come to the conclusion that all is well.
Yeah.
But when you now move around and you see tall buildings overtaken by grass, you ask yourself, why did we let this happen? It's such a massive shame.
Begs the question of how did we get into this mess?
We've just got to, maybe also because it has pleased God to bless us with far too many mineral resources than we need. You see a country like Japan, they don't have any mineral resource.
Yeah.
But they are doing very well.
No crude oil.
Yes. You know, they don't have mineral resources.
Can't we say the same about Alscon in Ikodobasi?
Yes. The day I went to Okpobo, you know, when you are in Okpobo, you are in front of the river. You will be looking at
Okpobo town.
Yes, you will be looking at the Alscon complex.
Yeah.
Before our eyes, the aluminum smelter company just folded up. So many things happened because we had access to cheap funds from petrol. If we didn't have this petrol, if we were not blessed with it, Nigeria would have been making money from other sources, because we will know that we had no choice. But everyone abandoned agriculture. We abandoned other means of revenue generation because we felt that, look, this money coming from oil was constant, was steady. Was it not with revenue from agriculture that Awolowo built those housing estates?
That's it.
You know, the Cocoa House, the what's it called, the stadium, Liberty, and even connected. We also constructed rail tracks to link this industrial. Yes.
What about the old WMBS, WNTV?
Yes, I'm saying that, look, the man came up with some really forward-thinking initiatives.
Yeah.
That from the cash crops, that the Western region sold. But where are we today? Everyone thinks that, okay, because we have oil, let us forget other revenue streams. It's so shameful.
Well, speaking to Nigeria, my country, Nigeria, we can do more than we're trying to do. We can do more than we're trying to do.